If you could travel 250 million years into the past, you would find yourself in a world that feels both alien and strangely familiar. The supercontinent Pangaea dominates the globe, stretching endlessly in every direction, a harsh land of vast deserts, rugged mountains, and volatile climates. This is the dawn of the dinosaurs, a time when life teetered on the edge of transformation. Small, unassuming creatures scuttled across the land, seemingly insignificant, yet their evolutionary journey was about to rewrite the story of life on Earth forever. In the Triassic period, the first dinosaurs began to emerge. They were not the massive, towering predators that would later dominate the Earth, but rather small, agile, and highly adaptable creatures. Life during this time was competitive and unforgiving. The Triassic saw a world recovering from the Permian mass extinction, the deadliest crisis in Earth's history, which wiped out nearly 90% of species. The survivors, including the earliest ancestors of dinosaurs, found themselves in landscapes transformed by fiery volcanism, shifting tectonic plates, and erratic climate patterns. Dinosaurs evolved as relatively minor players at first, living alongside other dominant reptiles like the mammal-like synapsids and early crocodilian ancestors. Their advantage lay in adaptability. Bipedal locomotion allowed them to move swiftly across land, scanning for prey or avoiding predators. Early carnivores like Herrerasaurus hunted with keen reflexes, while small herbivorous species relied on stealth and speed. These formative million years set the foundation for the incredible diversification that was to come. By the late Triassic, dinosaurs had begun to establish themselves as a dominant force, and the stage was set for their ascension. As the Triassic gave way to the Jurassic period, the world underwent monumental change. Pangaea started to rift apart, giving birth to new oceans and reshaping global climates. With this tectonic activity came an explosion of ecological niches, each offering opportunities for evolution to experiment. Dinosaurs seized this chance, and the Jurassic became a golden age for their diversification. Small, ground-dwelling species gave way to giants that would dominate the land. Among these were the colossal sauropods, Brachiosaurus, Diplodocus, and Apatosaurus, whose immense size allowed them to reach treetops and consume foliage that other herbivores could not. Their massive bodies also offered protection against predators and reshaped the ecosystems around them. Predatory dinosaurs evolved in parallel, becoming faster, stronger, and more cunning. Early theropods, ancestors of the iconic Allosaurus and eventually Tyrannosaurus rex, learned to hunt in packs, sharpen their senses, and strike with precision. This evolutionary arms race pushed both predator and prey to unprecedented heights of specialization. Forests and floodplains flourished, filled with ferns, cycads, and conifers that painted a verdant backdrop to the drama unfolding below. The Jurassic period was a world alive with motion, herds of herbivores migrating across continents, carnivores stalking silently through misty forests, and the ever-present rhythm of survival dictating every moment. By the Cretaceous period, the world had transformed even further. Continents drifted closer to their modern positions, oceans expanded, and the climate stabilized into a warmer, more humid environment. This period was marked by an extraordinary proliferation of both flora and fauna, giving rise to some of the most iconic dinosaurs ever to walk the Earth. Tyrannosaurs emerged as apex predators in North America and Asia, while horned dinosaurs like Triceratops and armored giants like Ankylosaurus evolved elaborate defenses against increasingly sophisticated hunters. Feathered dinosaurs, early relatives of modern birds, appeared, hinting at an evolutionary bridge that would one day carry the legacy of dinosaurs into the skies. In the oceans, marine reptiles ruled supreme, with ichthyosaurs, plesiosaurs, and nososaurs gliding through ancient seas. Flying reptiles, the pterosaurs, filled the skies, creating a three-dimensional battlefield that rivaled the terrestrial world below. Plants evolved alongside them. Flowering plants, or angiosperms, appeared for the first time, reshaping landscapes and providing new sources of food and shelter. This interplay of evolutionary innovation fueled the greatest variety of dinosaur life the planet had ever seen. The The Cretaceous world was a symphony of life, each species a note in the grand orchestration of survival and adaptation. Yet this thriving world was not eternal. The cataclysmic event that ended the age of dinosaurs was sudden and dramatic, reshaping the course of life on Earth forever. Around 66 million years ago, a massive asteroid, tens of kilometers in diameter, struck what is now the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. The impact unleashed unimaginable energy, triggering shockwaves, wildfires, tsunamis, and a cloud of debris that blanketed the planet. The skies darkened, temperatures plummeted, and sunlight was blocked for months, collapsing ecosystems that had taken millions of years to develop. For dinosaurs, this was the ultimate test. Herbivores struggled as plants withered under the shroud of darkness, and carnivores found their prey dwindling rapidly. Starvation, cold, and environmental instability decimated populations. Even the most fearsome predators could not withstand the cascade of extinction that swept across continents. Within a remarkably short geological period, the dominant creatures of the Mesozoic era vanished. The asteroid's aftermath marked the end of an era, but it also laid the groundwork for new forms of life to rise from the ashes. The extinction of the non-avian dinosaurs opened ecological niches that mammals and other surviving groups quickly exploited. Small mammals, once marginalized and overshadowed by giant reptiles, began an extraordinary evolutionary journey that would ultimately lead to the rise of humans. Meanwhile, some dinosaurs had left a lasting legacy: birds. These avian descendants of theropod dinosaurs survived the cataclysm, carrying forward traits that had evolved over millions of years. Flight, feathers, and high metabolic rates ensured their survival, bridging the Mesozoic with the modern era. The story of dinosaurs is more than a tale of colossal beasts and prehistoric landscapes. It's a testament to the power of evolution itself. From small, unassuming beginnings in the Triassic, dinosaurs rose to dominate every corner of the Earth. They adapted to changing climates, competed fiercely for survival, and evolved into an astonishing array of forms, from the towering sauropods to the nimble, feathered predators. Each stage of their journey reflects the relentless drive of life to innovate, adapt, and survive. As we look back across millions of years, the evolution of dinosaurs reveals the intricate interplay between life and environment. Continental drift, climate shifts, competition, and catastrophic events all played a role in shaping their fate. These factors, combined with the inherent adaptability of dinosaurs, created a narrative of triumph, adaptation, and eventual tragedy. Their extinction was not the end of life, but a dramatic pivot point that reshaped the Earth and allowed new life forms to flourish. In the imagination of modern humans, dinosaurs have become symbols of both awe and mystery. Their fossils, scattered across continents, tell a story of resilience and transformation, hinting at a time when giants walked the land and the world was a wilder, more unpredictable place. Paleontologists continue to uncover new species, revealing surprising insights into their behavior, physiology, and evolutionary relationships. Each discovery brings us closer to understanding how these creatures lived, thrived, and ultimately disappeared, leaving only traces for us to study. The evolution of dinosaurs reminds us that life on Earth is not static. Species rise and fall in response to the ever-changing environment, guided by natural selection, adaptation, and chance. Dinosaurs were not just survivors, they were innovators, experimenting with forms, behaviors, and ecosystems in ways that still fascinate us today. Their story is one of ambition writ in bone, of a lineage that endured for millions of years, leaving a legacy that continues in the birds above us and the fossils beneath our feet. Even as we contemplate their extinction, there is a sense of continuity. The traits that enabled dinosaurs to succeed, their speed, intelligence, adaptability, and resilience, echo through the evolution of later animals. Modern birds carry these traits, linking the distant past to the present in a tangible way. The ecosystems of today, with mammals, birds, reptiles, and countless other life forms, are the indirect result of the space dinosaurs once occupied. Their disappearance was not merely an ending, it was a catalyst for the complex web of life that thrives today. In essence, the evolution of dinosaurs is a story of emergence, dominance, and transformation. It is the chronicle of life's ability to adapt and innovate across unfathomable stretches of time. From the Triassic to the Jurassic and finally the Cretaceous, dinosaurs flourished, evolving into forms both terrifying and magnificent. Their extinction reshaped the trajectory of life, yet their legacy endures, reminding us of the delicate balance between life, environment, and chance. To study dinosaurs is to study evolution itself, and in their story we see the unbroken thread of life's ingenuity, resilience, and unyielding drive to survive against all odds. Traveling back 250 million years, we witness not only the rise of incredible creatures, but also the unfolding of a planet in flux. Mountains rise and erode, seas advance and retreat, climates warm and cool. Life responds, sometimes in subtle ways, sometimes through dramatic upheaval. Dinosaurs were among